Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here reporting on our property market in unprecedented conditions. As many of you would know, how we transact real estate has been completely flipped on its head in the past week. We can no longer hold any public open home inspections or public auctions. We're all now abiding by the new government restrictions, and everything that we do now in terms of inspecting a property is a one-on-one appointment. However, I can say that the real estate market was very much ready to adapt to this new market environment. So what we're all learning now is a crash course in how to view property, how to bid on property, and how to even auction to purchase a property through a digital platform. So that space will certainly evolve in this new environment until, of course, we may all move into this third phase, which is a complete lockdown of businesses for a period of time. Now, like every industry, we are seeing rapid change, and unfortunately there isn't anything sadder that we're experiencing in the real estate space than the number of tenants that are calling us at the present time asking for rent relief as this virus continues and the economic slowdown. Now, there is a misnomer across the media at the present time that all landlords can just absorb all of these rent reductions, and it's not really the case. We can tell you that the majority of our landlords own a single investment property that they've worked really hard to achieve through an oppressive tax environment and with tenancy legislation stacked against them. Let me assure you, being a landlord is extremely difficult, and in these economic conditions, they're feeling the pain as well. But having said that, Australia is a very generous society. We only have to look back at the bushfires only a couple of months ago to see that outpouring of generosity of all Australians. So most of our landlords are very much open to that conversation, but I implore, if you're a tenant that's going through this hard, challenging experience, that you do look at the government incentives, which are constantly being updated at the present time, and same on the landlord side, just to get us through this next 3 to 6 month period. Now, on the selling side, we can assure you there are still deals being done. There is no doubt about it. There are buyers out and about looking at the property, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The number of inquiries and general buyer inspections have plummeted by around 60 to 70%. However, there's a pool of buyers that are coming into the market who are a little bit opportunistic, just looking for that under market value at the present time. But then you've got another pool of buyers that are quite sensible and are just looking for a home for the long term in a good, stable area. Now, we had several sales over the last week, which point to really a fairly stable market at the moment, but it's certainly dynamic. 30 Stephen Street in Balmain, beautiful property. This sold above the guide and before the auction. 211 Roundtree Street sold above the guide and before the auction. And then this one at 3 Booth Street also had pretty good competition, sold above the guide and before auction. But it's no doubt a changing environment at the present time. Now, unfortunately, just given these circumstances, it is all hands on deck, and it is unprecedented, and we're likely to see a continuation of listing properties through the Easter break and while we're open for business, just to keep people moving that need to do so. So folks, it is now a changed environment. It is one-on-one inspection. So whether or not you're looking to lease, or whether or not you're looking to buy, make sure that you can contact us, and we don't mind if you do that through email, through phone call, through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Instagram. You've got plenty of options available to you. So reach out, and we're available to make that private inspection happen for you. So no doubt we're all in this together. We are going to get through it, and in my view, we're going to be stronger for it, and certainly with a high degree of humility and enjoyment about those little things that we've taken for granted. So folks, I normally sign off by saying I'll see you out and about, but in these conditions, I will see you privately at the moment. Stay safe, look after your family, and I'll talk to you next week.